KLEKLP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council.
Good Friday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 1 to 2.5 forecast. More showers expected today and tonight, maybe a rumble of thunder, and it looks like it'll be breezy at times, and the high temperature in the mid-60s today, around 55 tonight. Showers and thunderstorms likely Saturday and Saturday night, maybe a severe thunderstorm. There might be some flash flooding. And the high Saturday, 60 to 65. You'll be in the 50s Saturday night. We dry out and turn sunny with a few scattered clouds Sunday near 70. Your life, your music, we're KLEK 1 to 2.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. US tariffs on $200 billion worth of Chinese products have more than doubled after US and Chinese negotiators failed to reach a deal. France says 4 hostages have been freed in Burkina Faso after a raid by French forces. McDonald's is closing more than 160 of its restaurants in India for 2 weeks after a legal battle with a former partner in the country. And South Africa's governing ANC set to win the country's parliamentary election with a reduced majority.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK 102.5 FM, good morning to you on your Friday. It's May 10th, 2019. This is Community Conversations. Kato Wonder is in the studio with you. It's actually been a while since I've sat in this seat, but I was requested to be in the seat today, so I am here. I'm also here with the host of Community Conversations, Miss Quabila Jones, and joining us is our special guest, local musician, R&B artist, party host, man of the hour, Mr. Trey Parks himself. We're here to talk a little bit about his career, and we're going to, at the end of the show, we're going to just give you just a little something,
just a little bit,
of his latest single, Rain on Me. I've actually been sitting on this for almost 6 months. It's been collecting dust in the station email. He said, don't play it until I tell you to, but then he hit us up. It's okay, we're getting ready to release a single, so I still can't play it yet, but at least it won't be collected dust in the inbox.
Y'all will get a little bit of it, I promise.
All right, so let's go ahead and get it started. Q.
All right, so since you were here last time, you were here in November, what's been happening, music-wise for you?
Man, music-wise, it's just been all about, getting music written down and getting music recorded, and still working with 2P. Okay. That's the guy that also
shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure. That's the guy that recorded Mega Move and did the beat and all the engineering work. Same guy, same vibes in the studio. But yeah, just trying to get everything squared away to hopefully give y'all an album later on this year.
All right, so for those that may have missed your first interview, we talked about what the process is like, from conception to birth, of a song or even of an whole album,
right on.
And it seems like in today's society, some people think, I can be insta famous. It doesn't happen like that. Or because I have maybe this one tight beat, this dope lyric, bam, a song is birthed. No, so kind of, right go through the process of what it really takes to put a song and an album together.
Man, for one, it takes a lot of hard work. When it comes to writing and recording music, I feel like, I'm gonna say for me myself, you got to go through some stuff to get all your feelings and emotions in order to a point of putting them in a song.
Okay.
And with different things come different people. With different people come different things.
Okay.
I know what you're saying, like the whole Insta famous thing. I mean, that works for a lot of people. You see it all over the TV and all over the internet now. That works, but for me, it doesn't work like that.
But do you think it creates longevity of a career to like?
I think so. It just depends on what avenue you're trying to take.
Okay.
Because I feel like the comedy people, when it comes to Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, social media as a whole, you see a lot of comedy people go from Instagram, and now you see them in TV shows, you see them like on stages with other comedians and stuff like that. But as far as a singer's standpoint, I just feel like it's a good start.
Okay.
But you got to keep that fire going
Well,
somehow.
and even in comparison to that, like for example, a male artist versus a female artist, like one thing that I see that a lot of females, do on their Instagram is they will use their sexuality to attract
Right.
attention by the way that they dress, the way that they present themselves, and then some of them even on the side had a little premium Snapchat that
Right.
they promote. So being a male, obviously, I mean there may be some male artists that may have thirsty females out there like that, but
right.
we kind of contrast the difference in that realm since we're kind of talking about social media and promoting yourself.
Ooh. Like you said, through the female standpoint, yeah, I see a lot of, sexuality posts. But as for me as a male, that's kind of a tough one because I'm not one to go on social media and be all,
You're not gonna show the six pack,
right? Man, no need for all that. But I feel like with me, I just wanted to come from my music. I just wanted to come from my talent, without having to do all the extra stuff,
And that's something that's actually missing a lot in just entertainment across the board. Not even necessarily music, but acting, any kind of form of audio or visual entertainment, to where so much more emphasis is put on how marketable you are as opposed to your actual degree of talent. If the standards that we have now were applied to the 70s. In fact, I'm going to break out one of those little things. What was something that came out in 1970? I'm Jimmy Carter years old. That's the best I can come up with off the top of my head. I'm Jimmy Carter years old when he was president. But if with that being said, if those standards were alive today, a lot of the artists who we now consider icons probably would never got a shot because they may not have been the most glamorous or the most attractive.
Yeah. I totally agree. But like I said, when it comes to me, I don't want to do all that extra stuff. And it's like I don't feel like it's.
I want to get your insight on.
Uh-oh.
I scrolled through Instagram quite a bit, so I saw this one artist, and they said that they dropped out of college, when their song hit. And so, what advice would you give someone that has aspirations to be a musician? And they get that one hit, or they start doing a lot of promotions, for clubs and whatever. What would you tell them though? Like, don't just rely on, like, if they.
I would definitely tell them that don't just rely on the music, because me myself, I never finished college. But of course, I had a whole bunch of other things going on that I was relying on, and also I knew how to go out there and get it when it comes to, supporting myself and everything. I would never tell anybody that school is a bad thing. It may not be for everybody, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. So I feel like if you can get that education, and if you're doing good in the whole education realm, and that's fine. Like, do you. But if you also want to chase your dreams, you can do that as well.
And let me just bring up an example, because I just read about this. So there's an artist out there. Her name is Megan Thee Stallion. And look it up. But the song is actually bumping. I'm slick thinking of putting it on the hip hop. But the thing is, I was reading about her career, and her mother, who has since passed away, said
she's very smart.
I don't want you to rap until you turn 21. I want you to go to college first. So even though she's got a hot song out right now, she's on the gram doing her thing, she's still in school. She's going to school in Texas, pursuing a degree in the healthcare field. So,
and I think that's dope. Like I said, if you can balance both of those, by all means, more power to you. Like, I love to see Megan Thee Stallion, both physically and doing her thing in the music and the education part of it. But
I say that because with the example of her, some people just may get caught up in the look or get caught up in the lyrics. But again, she still had it instilled her to put her education. Let me give you another example outside of music with sports. I mean, everybody knows who Shaq is, and Shaq's mom kind of same thing. Okay, you can leave college to pursue the NBA, but I want you to take summer classes, and he did. So even after he went pro, he still was working on his degree, and now he has his PhD. Mm-hmm. So he's now Dr. Shaq.
Yeah,
I think that people should be well-rounded. They should acquire skills and as much knowledge as they can.
Right on.
Because it's going to only enhance your career.
Straight up. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm doing this and just not gonna worry about school. I actually want to go back to school at some point in time, but and go ahead and finish everything out. But right now it's a different avenue for me right now.
And that's okay. So do you ever see yourself moving into the producing role, or do you even dabble in some of that right now?
I kind of want to learn it all when it comes to music, whether that be producing, whether that's something as simple as learning a new instrument. I honestly want to get to a point of recording myself as a whole, like myself in the studio, just doing everything.
That would actually be a very dope vibe, because you don't see artists now, R&B artists that actually use real instruments. We go back to the days of Earth, Wind, and Fire and groups like that had an actual band, and when they recorded, they actually put the band in the studio and recorded the song. Everything wasn't computerized like it is now.
Straight up, and that comes with a lot of research I do, because it's like night and day how they used to record back then and how they do it now. I'm talking about during the days of like Quincy Jones. He have a whole orchestra in the studio. Like this one big room with like violins and saxophones and flutes and chimes and all this type of stuff. And you look at a recording, because I do look at in studio videos like on YouTube and stuff, and I look at the stuff of today, and you got like maybe 3 people in the studio. You got the artist, you got the engineer, and you got somebody else. You get
the road dog,
right? Basically, you got the artist entourage and stuff like that, and they go in there and record their stuff, and then they leave, and then it's just the engineer in there, doing what he needs to do. Okay. But yeah, it's I want to get back to those times where you bring the full. I want to do some Quincy Jones stuff.
Okay.
Right. Got a Facebook shout out. By the way, we are speaking with Mr. Trey Parks, a local artist who is talking about his music career. Shout out to Chelsea Chapman. Chelsea says, "Good morning, Mr. Parks, and my beautiful KLEK fam. Cute, you
good morning,
cute.
Mama. Good morning."
With the little heart sign. Victoria Evans checks in, says, "I'm so proud of you, Trey."
Victoria, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
And of course, if you have a question or a comment for Trey Parks,
just let me know.
You can give us a call at 870-277-1080, or you can leave your questions or your comments on our Facebook Live feed.
Right on.
All right, so I want to get into, we know you have the new song coming out. And
right.
So is it a part of a collection or album that's going to be released soon?
It will definitely be a part of the album that's coming out.
All right, so can you give us some insight into what your writing process has been like thus far?
Yeah, and how the song came together.
Rain on Me.
Rain on Me is about thunderstorms.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
See, I've already heard the song, so yeah.
Sell me on the song.
We're gonna go nerd for a moment. It's metaphorical.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about thunderstorms.
Like I said, it's metaphorical. Say that, class. Metaphorical.
Say that.
Okay. Well.
It's not a simile. We're going back to English class.
How did you get in the atmosphere to write this song?
Honestly, I'm the type of artist that can be anywhere at any time, and a song would just pop in my head. But as far as Rain on Me goes, I think I was at my sister's house, and I heard one of 2P's beats, and heard one of his beats on the website, and I was like, "Yo, I need this beat." And he was like, "Okay," he sent it to me and everything. And as I constantly listened to it and constantly, what can I do with it? What does it sound like? How dark or how warm it is, and all of a sudden the words just started flowing, and that's how I came up with Rain on Me. It wasn't a drawn out thing. It was just that's it, and the way and it flowed. So it was.
For you, with your process, do you pick a title first, or lyrics come first?
Lyrics come first, definitely.
Okay.
And then after everything is in play, because that's the meat of the whole thing. The title can come later. Okay. That's anywhere from 3 to 4 words, and like I can pick some stuff out of a song and put them together, But as far as the lyrics go, yes, that's what I spend most of my time on, for sure.
So do you find yourself walking around with a notebook and you can be in the middle of traffic, like, okay, I got to jot this down, or use your voice enough and say, let me capture this moment?
It's honestly not even that. If I'm just out or walking around, it's almost like a feeling. It's almost like a bolt of lightning just hits you.
Okay.
And like when you think of those lyrics, when I think of those lyrics, they never go anywhere. Like when I get a melody in my head, when I get words in my head, as far as writing music goes, they never go anywhere. So I just have to. Sometimes I put them down in my phone, but I'm a little bit old fashioned when it comes to writing music. I like that black and white, that pen and paper. But yeah, I see a lot of artists recording in their typing the songs in their phones and stuff and recording in the studio from their phone. I was like, I can't do that. I need my handwriting. I need the words. I need to see my words on paper, and it makes me more comfortable. So,
alrighty. So, there's always discussion about, Legacy and I are a different generation than you, but we're not old, okay, for the record. However, we know what
we're not old, we old school.
we know what music was like, say the 90s,
my favorite era of music.
And so, with the change in music and the flow and rhythm and all that, do you feel that there's a place now that type of music can come back and still and thrive even though some people have just settled for the mediocre,
right?
Do you feel that music from the old days can come back and thrive if it's arranged in a certain way?
Definitely. I honestly feel like people love 90s R&B.
Yeah, because the songs for not just the 90s, even the 80s and the 70s on back,
sure.
The songs were about love, being in love, and making love.
Right on.
The thrill of the chase.
Right on.
All right.
Or even the pain of getting hurt.
And even with the music that's out today as far as R&B goes, you can hear like plenty samples and plenty excerpts from older music. Like you can hear it. Like I hear that stuff automatically because I'm a big fan of 90s, 80s, 70s. Like I listen to all of it. I'm a big fan of the older music because today, a lot of music is cool today, but some is like, okay, I need my fix.
Right. You got another Facebook shout out to Angela Meredith Springer who says, "I'm watching you, Trey."
Oh man, that's my baby girl's Nana. What's up?
Alrighty. I think I actually maybe last time about you possibly doing some mentoring with younger artists or just some other people that are maybe close to your age that are trying to get their break. Have you had any opportunities to interact with new aspiring artists?
Not yet, but I'm always open to it. Because I didn't really, when I first started out, I didn't really have anybody to sit me down and mold me as an artist, because like I told you in November, like my parents, they were
they're a little strict,
and they didn't care about me doing music, but the type of music I wanted to do, I wasn't doing it in their house. So and there was nobody to sit me down and really give me the game. So I had to really do it myself. I had to do the research. I had to record the songs when moms and pops wasn't home and hide it somewhere in a file in the computer, and so they wouldn't find it. But yeah.
Do you feel that has strengthened you as an artist, that you've had to kind of navigate this almost by yourself?
I feel like it's strengthened me a whole lot, because there's a lot of stuff, well, pretty much all the stuff that I've learned up until, let's say, June of last year when Make a Move dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Up until that point, I was kind of out here. I was doing the research, I was doing the homework and everything. And then after Make a Move dropped, that's when I hooked up with a hometown friend who knew me ever since I was a youngin'. Okay. And he turned out to be my manager now. So since then, he's been on me about, like, okay, this is what we got to do. This is what you need to implement this. You need to do that.
And that's your management, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And Of course, I remember both you and your manager.
Shout out to Tim Purtle, man.
You know, back in them days of the talent shows.
Right on.
Marvel
right on.
High School. I DJ'd many one of those shows.
Marvel, what's going down? It's your boy.
So did you live in the Lee County side or the Phillips County side?
No, I was Phillips County.
Okay. Oh, well,
Phillips County.
we're kind of neighbors.
Hilltown?
Phillips County, Marvel, Arkansas.
I have some family that used to live down that way.
Right on.
All right, so sorry guys, I thought I was gonna get Mr. Trey to sing, but
Man,
the weather and allergies and things like that. But maybe some other time.
I got the sniffles. But before we go, let me let y'all know. Can I get a drum roll from everybody? Rain on Me dropping May the 24th. That's 2 weeks from now. Everybody get ready for it. It's, like I said, it's about thunderstorms, so be ready.
All right.
I wish we had a sound effects board.
Well, I may have when they set up a cartwheel.
But-
But, of course, and you heard it will release May 24th. And, of course, if you want more information about that, all the information is on this page. Go ahead and give your social media so they can get all the info.
Oh, yeah, my social media. You can find me on Instagram at TRA_PARKS. Twitter is the same, TRA_PARKS. My Facebook is Trey Parks. My Snapchat is the same as everything else, TRA_PARKS. And one more time, I'm going to spell it for the people that really don't get it. They may just put that Y at the end of my name. You're not going to find me that way. It's going to be TRA_PARKS. There we go.
Alrighty.
May 24th is going worldwide.
All right. And, of course, we got about 2.5 minutes left. And right after this ends, going to just hit you with a little, in fact, I'm looking on the screen. It's a 1 minute and 5 second snippet. That's all you're going to get today.
That's it.
So it is going down. So, Trey, as we get ready to get up out of here, I just have a quick question. So, how has your experiences being a party promoter, a party host, helped influence your musical career?
Oh, how man, a whole lot, because I'm not gonna lie. Like when I started hosting parties, I sucked.
What?
I sucked. I sucked on the mic. I had to learn the music, and I had to develop a very good stage presence when it comes to interacting with the crowd. There were times when I was out in the crowd with all the crazy. I understood that the stage is not just a stage.
Okay.
Your stage is the stage itself, and also the floor where everybody else is. So I don't mind like being out in the crowd around the people. I love people, but.
So do you think it has helped to, now that you have perspective from both sides, it has kind of helped develop you, like, okay, I need to bring this kind of energy, I need to deliver this way.
Definitely. It makes me look at every event in that light. Like, what type of energy do I need to bring?
All right, got another quick Facebook shout out to Darlene Meredith. She says, "Hey Trey."
Hey, what's going on, Miss Darlene?
Darlene, sorry for mispronouncing that. All right, also shout out to Tierra Hamilton and Diane Morgan.
Tierra, what's going on?
All right, so what do you have planned for the rest of the weekend?
What I got planned for the rest of the weekend? I'm gonna go write some more. Honestly, that's really all I've been on. For sure, I'm gonna go and clean up my house because I left it a mess.
Oh, goodness.
I left it a mess yesterday. Trying to figure out what I was gonna put on and all that good stuff. But yeah.
All right, we got 25 seconds. Go ahead and introduce this snippet for your new single, Rain on Me.
This snippet is from Rain on Me, dropping May 24th. Put it in an envelope, slap a stamp on it, and put it in the mail. It's going worldwide May 24th. Get ready for it.
All right, so here it is. It's going down right now. The brand new single is going to release May 24th.
Yeah.
Here is Rain on Me. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Girl, between these sheets, I'ma bring the thunder. How can you and your kids achieve greatness? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Dr. Martin Luther King